Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Adam here, aka the Sound Scotsman, and this is episode 38 of Smart Souls. This is the end of the line, folks. This is when we kill the last boss in the game. But before we do that, I'm going to give you a few hints and tricks on stuff you could do before you actually take out the last boss. One of which is remembering to come here and buy any of the armour sets that you want to pick up. For me, it's the Artorias stuff. Next thing is very important. Make sure and get yourself a divine weapon. I've already mentioned that, I know. But at least get yourself a divine weapon of some sort and make it up to at least +6 so you can finish it off at the bonfires without the large divine ember. As you already know what you're doing in New Game Plus, it's quite wise to actually just come back here and buy yourself a little bit of purple moss. Now I've got 47, so I don't really need any, but maybe get yourself about 30 pieces before you're ready for a new game, because you can just go straight to Blighttown as soon as you hit Firelink Shrine and ring the Blighttown Bell first if you want. Now this one is a must. Remember, and kindle any bonfires up to 20 that you struggled with before Pinwheel, before you do the Pinwheel boss, because you do not have the right to kindle until you do Pinwheel again, and also the game does remember. It remembers how many times you've kindled it, so you can get the full 20. If you want the full 20, then that would be absolutely the thing to do. As your sins don't carry over into New Game Plus, going around and killing all your NPCs is actually extremely satisfying. Andre's an absolute tank with the punches as well, so I'll show you this one. There you go, you have a nifty new hammer. You might even feel like doing this. Now that would take 25,000 souls, okay? To go from +15 to 0. Right? But bear in mind, souls are much easier to obtain in New Game Plus. So that's the first thing. I like to keep all my souls just for these kinds of things. Okay, modify equipment. So send it to the Pyromancy Flame, okay? The new Pyromancy Flame, yes. But not +1, only the standard version of the new flame, okay?
Now go. The voice of reason failed. Farewell. My mother. My sisters. What have you done?
Now, I'm a pyromancer, so I get a new pyromancy flame right at the start of the game, so I really don't mind doing this. Some of you might not want to do it, but you might want to do it in New Game Plus, for example, so I'm going to show you anyway. No, it's in weapons. Okay, so it has to be that flame and not ascended to +1, +2, +3, anything like that. If it's just a standard one and it's unupgraded, then you will get one red titanite chunk, but as you will see with this,
Give.
ta-da! One red titanite slab. So yeah, needless to say, any other crow swaps you want to do, now would be the time. And last but not least, coming up here and visiting with our buddy here and picking yourself up maybe a couple extra rings of sacrifice. Now it seems like he sells as many as you want, but he does not. He does actually have a finite supply of rings of sacrifice. So if you found that you were using quite a lot of them in your first playthrough of the game, then you notice the amount of money it takes to level up keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So by the time you're on to New Game Plus Plus, you might be using quite a lot of these. It just depends on your playstyle, so it is worth a mention. In case you're curious, what does he drop? Now you know. Did I forget to mention anything? I'm not really sure. I think I covered it all. So if there's anything you like to do before New Game Plus, be sure to leave it in the comments below. And speaking of comments, I'd just like to take a moment to thank everybody that did comment, that liked, and that shared all the videos so far, and particularly everybody that watched it, and the absolute legends that subscribed. By this point, I only have 15 subscribers, but because of every single one of you, I've kept going with the show, and I'm only planning on making one more episode in the series just to finish it off after this. So, thank you very, very, very much for that. As this is the last boss fight in the game, I'm not even going to talk over the top of it. I'm actually going to put the music on and just let you enjoy the fight. For anybody that's curious on the loadout, there I have it there. That's what I'm using. I don't need that. So there you have it, folks. Let's rock and roll. So there you have it, folks. Quite the tumble, quite the brawl. So you're now faced with two decisions. You can light the bonfire, or you can walk out the door, both revealing a separate ending. Now, as we done the Dark Wraith part in the main game, I'm going to opt for leaving out the door and doing the kindling the bonfire in the second, in my New Game Plus. So, here it is anyway.
My lord, bless thy safe return. Let Garth and Framt serve your highness. We are here to serve your highness. Let the true dark be cast upon the world. Our Lord returnest.
In the very, very first episode, I said the next time around, we're just going to go straight through that door and smash the boss and get the Demons GreatHammer. So, in case any of you thought I might have forgotten about that, I'm going to do it right now. And show you just how straightforward it actually is. And how easy, yeah. Look at that. Demons GreatHammer, see? Anyway, thanks for watching, and if any of you stick around for the season finale, episode 39, we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now.